Good morning. My name is Joy Tierney. I am a library media specialist here at McAlister Intermediate School. We thank you all so much for coming and supporting the Kid Governor program. I'm going to turn it over at this point to Mr. Francesco, and he will introduce our Kid Governor and the cabinet. Thank you.
So, good morning, everyone. My name is Brian Francesco. I'm the director of the Kid Governor program at the Connecticut Democracy Center. We are based at Connecticut's Old State House in Hartford, and we're thrilled to be here today for the last day of Kid Governor Cristiano's statewide library circuit. This is our first stop of the day, and we are so excited to be here in Suffield at McAlister Intermediate School. Cristiano and his cabinet members, Max and Paula, who were here, were all part of a real statewide election last year that determined the year that they had this year running and working on platforms of community issues they care about. And I know some of you who are here are participating in the program this year. So I hope after we're done, you'll come and take a look at the posters to learn more about their platform, and we'll get to hear a lot more about them in the next few minutes. I also want to thank those who are watching live online for supporting Cristiano's statewide library circuit. I want to thank Ms. Tierney and McAlister for hosting us today, and I just want to thank a couple special organizations that have helped support this library circuit: Connecticut Humanities, Travelers Insurance, People's Bank, and David Allen Hospitality Group, who support the Kid Governor program. So with that, I'm pleased to introduce your 2024 Kid Governor, Cristiano Almeida.
Hello everybody, thank you all for coming to my library circuit, and thanks to McAlister Intermediate School for hosting me today. My name is Cristiano Almeida, and I'm Connecticut's 2024 Kid Governor. I'm from Southington, and when I was elected Kid Governor, I was a 5th grader at Oceana Elementary School. I am now a 6th grader at Kennedy Middle School. Here with me today are two of my cabinet members, Max and Paula, who will speak to you shortly. Kid Governor is a program for 5th graders who want to make a difference in their community. A 5th grader can become Kid Governor by running for office. They can do this by choosing a community issue that is important to them and coming up with a 3-step platform to help solve the issue. Students vote in a primary election, deciding who represents their school as their Kid Governor nominee. There can only be one candidate per school. Whoever wins the primary election must work with their class to make a 3-minute campaign video that explains their platform and community issue. Finally, 7 statewide finalists go out to all the registered 5th grade voters, and they vote for the student and platform they want to support. The student with the most votes becomes the Kid Governor, and the 6 runners-up become the Kid Governor's cabinet. I was elected by 5th graders last fall, and I am serving a 1-year term as the 2024 Kid Governor. Today I will tell you all about my platform and term so far. There are so many important issues I could have chosen when I created my campaign platform for Kid Governor, but I felt strongest about increasing my physical activity among students. On the screen now is my campaign video to run for Kid Governor. I chose the issue of increasing physical activity among students. There's 3.2 million people die globally every year for not being active enough. My dad is a middle school PE teacher, and my mom is a high school biology teacher, and they always have inspired me to be active. I was surprised that many people don't get the physical activity needed to be healthy. My platform is called Getting Fit for Fun. The Kid Governor program has given me the opportunity to address this important issue statewide and to make a real difference. Before I tell you about my platform, I want to ask the audience, in what ways do you enjoy to stay physically active?
Walk.
That's more.
Swimming.
Cool. My platform has 3 points. Let me tell you what they are. My first point is to create a Fit for Fun Kids YouTube series with videos about fitness, physical activities, interviews with professionals, and student-submitted videos. My second point is to coordinate a statewide poster contest about how students like to stay fit. And my final point is to develop a FitFun program in schools to encourage physical activity. Let me tell you a little bit about each point. I launched the first point of my platform, a Fit for Fun Kids YouTube series, in February. I recorded this video to welcome kids to the series.
Hi, I'm Cristiano Almeida, the 2024 Kid Governor, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Fit for Fun Kids. My friends and I were just doing some athletic stuff to help us stay fit. Oh wait, speaking of staying fit, my YouTube channel, Fit for Fun Kids, will help us stay fit, including physical activities, insightful interviews with professionals, and even videos submitted by students like you. Now let's get fit for fun.
I wanted to create a video series for my platform because with thousands of 5th grade voters spread across the whole of our state, a video series brings the accessibility of my platform right into local classrooms. In today's digital age, video content has become a powerful tool for engagement. It allows me as Kid Governor to connect with kids at a more personal level, showing them in a creative way who I am and what my platform is all about. One of the videos in my Fit for Fun Kids series is an interview with Mr. Tony Loomis, a physical education teacher and the president of the Connecticut Association of Administrators of Health and Physical Education. Interviewing Mr. Loomis was an incredible experience. His insights and professional experiences added immense value to our interview series. Mr. Loomis had important ideas about how to involve higher levels of government to provide more standardization on fitness programs for students around the state. I agree that schools setting high fitness goals will benefit all kids on their fitness journeys. Moving forward, I'm looking forward to interviewing even more experts in the area of physical activity. I would love to hear some of the professional athletes from our state, such as from Hartford Athletic, or college athletes such as from UConn. I launched the second part of my platform, a statewide poster contest in March. Connecticut has amazing talent in the arts, and I wanted 5th graders to use this powerful tool to creatively show what they do to stay active. That was the theme, actually. In what ways do you and your family stay physically active? Posters are colorful and full of expression, and the 5th graders in Connecticut really delivered on this poster contest, making it very hard for my cabinet and me to pick a winner. I was inspired to see not just the quality of their artwork, but also the diverse ways 5th graders worked so hard to level up their fitness as a family. Decision making with my cabinet is one of my favorite aspects of being Kid Governor. They always share with me new perspectives, and we have a great time working together. Reviewing the poster contestants' work with them was a lot of fun, and they provided excellent opinions on what to look for when choosing the best artistic version of matching the theme of physical activity. You can see the winning poster on the screen. It was chosen as the winner for several reasons. First, it showed a variety of physical fitness options: baseball, soccer, basketball, and football. And I think a lot of 5th graders around the state can relate to those and enjoy participating in them as well. Second, I really like the family aspect to it, as you can see them all playing together in the green grass. Lastly, the poster was so colorful and vivid, making it really eye-catching. Finally, the third point of my platform was a Fit Point program. I announced this program in May for National Fitness and Sports Month. I was inspired to create it for 5th graders after seeing a similar incentive program my dad was doing in his middle school phys ed classes. Fit Point is my favorite part of my platform because it is the point we actually get to be active. Fit Point is a rewards-based fitness program for your schools that encourages kids to be physically active during school. If you're doing well in gym class or exercising a lot during recess, your teacher can give you a Fit Point based on your efforts going above and beyond. Students in your class, grade, or school can compete to see who earns the most Fit Points. Individual schools can choose how they want to recognize their students for earning Fit Point. They can have a Fit Point Hall of Fame, certificates, or small prizes as incentives. Fit Point is meant to be a friendly competition to show that Connecticut's kids are staying active. Visit ct.kidgovernor.org to learn more about my Fit Point program and how your school can participate. As the Kid Governor, I have my very own cabinet, My cabinet members are 6 other finalists from the statewide election. They are a big part of Kid Governor program and have an important leadership role. We meet every month in my office at Connecticut's Old State House to discuss everyone's platform goals. We have a lot of fun and we support each other's platforms. My cabinet is very important to me. My cabinet members are, from left to right on the screen, Paula from Bristol, Ella from Bloomfield, Alexa from Hartford, Donna from East Haven, Claire from Southbury, and Max from East Haven. You can learn more about them and their platforms by visiting ct.kgovernor.org/cabinet2024. Now you'll get to hear from Max and Paula. They will tell you about their platforms and what they have done this year as the Connecticut's Kid Governor cabinet members. Paula will speak first and then Max. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hello, my name is Paula, and I am a member of the 2024 CT Kid Governor Cabinet. Thank you for being a part in our library circuit and for coming to meet Kid Governor Cristiano, Max, and me. I'm here to talk to you about my platform and my work and my experience in the cabinet. Like Cristiano, I ran for Kid Governor last fall, and on the screen you can see a clip of the campaign video I created. The community issue at the center of my platform is celebrating diversity and inclusion. I chose diversity and inclusion as my community issue because I want everyone to know that they are special and they are unique and diverse and that they deserve to be included. I also want them to know that their culture, background, and ethnicity should be celebrated and embraced because that is a big part of making you who you are. I think diversity and inclusion is an important issue because according to the U.S. Census Bureau, Connecticut's diversity index in 2020 was only 56%, and recent studies have said that the percentage of diverse students has only grown by 10% over the last decade. It is said that students work, concentrate, and communicate better in a diverse environment, which is especially helpful when working with other students or teachers in the classroom. My platform has 3 points. First, I chose to create posters on diversity and inclusion because it helps students engage. Drawing is something that many students enjoy, but more importantly, it helps students learn about diversity and inclusion in a fun and interactive way. It is important to accomplish so more and more students can get involved and understand the importance of diversity and inclusion and how it can help shape a community. My second point focuses on educating 5th graders about diversity and inclusion. I chose showing TED Talks during assemblies or morning meetings to create consciousness, to gather as a school community, and to listen to people share their perspectives, and to learn about other cultures and why it is important to celebrate each other. These gatherings also help students improve their listening skills while allowing students to analyze why they think diversity and inclusion should be celebrated, especially in their own community. My third point is about creating a welcoming classroom for the 5th graders. A welcoming classroom can help capture students' attention and really motivate them to learn about diversity and inclusion. It incorporates fun activities such as read-alouds, slideshows, making a welcoming flower, working on assignments as a group, and other fun tasks that students can enjoy. Students can create their own presentations, showcasing why celebrating diversity and inclusion and other cultures, backgrounds, and ethnicities is important to them. I've been busy sharing my platform and speaking about diversity and inclusion this year. In May, I visited Linden Elementary School to give a presentation on the importance of diversity and inclusion to their 5th graders. In April, I was invited to visit Plainville Community Schools and be a part of the Culture Ambassadors Table during the Plainville Superintendent Showcase. The Culture Ambassador program showcases different cultures and countries represented in the Plainville Community School District. It was a pleasure to attend to learn about students from different places like Pakistan, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. I had the opportunity to talk to people in my community, school, family, and friends. I felt very proud to talk to them about what this platform means to me. They were impressed because it is not a simple topic for a kid to talk about. but I think no matter how old you are, you have a voice. I hope you will support my platform here in your Suffolk community. Here are 3 tips on how you can do that. A small but very impacting way to support my platform is, and making a difference around my platform in your community, is just remembering to show diversity and inclusion. It could be your neighborhood, local church, school, or even in your own home. Another way that someone can make a difference and support my platform is to ask your teacher to create your own welcoming classroom. In this way, your whole class and everybody can share their backgrounds and cultures so that everyone can learn about them and how they make a difference. A very amazing way that you can show diversity and inclusion in your community is by making a buddy bench. A buddy bench is somewhere safe where someone can sit if they are feeling excluded. Then someone would notice and go give them company. This is a great opportunity to share what makes you special and to learn more about where someone's from. It is also an amazing opportunity to develop new friendships. I'm so glad I got a chance to speak with you today and tell you about my work as a cabinet member. If you'd like to learn more about my platform or my fellow cabinet members, visit the Connecticut Kid Governor website on the screen or come see me after the presentation for one of my business cards. Now I would like to introduce my fellow cabinet member Max to tell you about his platform.
Hello, my name is Max Parisi, and I'm a member of the 2024 Connecticut Governor's Cabinet. Thank you for being a part of our library circuit, and thank you for coming to meet Kid Governor Cristiano, Paula, and me. I'm here to talk to you about my platform and my experience in the cabinet. Like Cristiano, I ran for Kid Governor last fall, and on the screen you can see a clip of my campaign video I created. The community issue at the center of the platform is internet safety. I chose internet safety as my community issue because it's an important topic that kids might overlook. Kids spend a lot of time online, and there are so many risks to kids that they may not be aware of, such as cyberbullies, predators, scammers, and hackers, just to name a few. My platform. I have one-on-one meetings with SEL teachers, social emotional learning teachers, to have talks about being safe online. My second thing, my platform, is to create a kid-friendly website for families to learn how to keep their kids safe online. And then, my last thing on my platform is to work with the Connecticut Police Department to talk to kids on how to keep cybercrimes from happening. My platform has 3 points. For my first point, I chose to have kids meet with the school's SEL teacher, which is social emotional learning teachers. And these teachers can help students sort out internet safety strategies that will best meet their needs depending on what activities each kid does online. The second thing is I wanted to create a website where families can go for tips and tricks on how to be safe online. Google can be sometimes a tough place to find information when you're looking for it because there's so much information out to go through. I wanted to make it simple and kid-friendly. And third, I wanted to encourage schools to work with their local police and help get information about internet safety out to students to realize how serious the issue is. My platform. I have 3 great opportunities to share my platform and advance my 3 things. First, I wrote a guest post on the Kid Governor Cristiano's blog where I shared tips for internet safety. In the spring, State Attorney General William Tong and my state representative Joe Zullo visited my school to recognize me for my work on issue of internet safety. We discussed some of the issues that students are facing when it comes to internet safety. I was happy to know that they were working on these issues and the laws surrounding them to keep kids safe online. In May, I visited the state capitol and had the opportunity to meet lots of important people from our state. The government, including senators and representatives, secretaries, the state Secretary Thomas, Lieutenant Governor Susan advice with, and even the governor, Ned Lamont. I also met the representatives of the game. It was a very cool experience to see where the laws are made and the people that make them. Everyone dressed up in nice clothes and had a chance to talk to many elected officials about my platform. I was kind of surprised how nice and normal they were. I've also gone to the Old State House in Hartford every month for our cabinet meetings. On the right, you can see how my photo of me, my fellow cabinet member Donna, who is also from the state. Support my platform. Use strong passwords and never share them. And never share personal information online. And last but not least, help your friends make good decisions while playing games, using apps, or visiting websites. I hope you all will practice internet safety in your own lives. My 3 top tips for internet safety are: use strong passwords and never share them. Never share your personal information online. And help your friends make good decisions while playing games, using apps, or visiting websites. Thank you again for coming to our presentation meeting. If you would like to learn more about my platform or my fellow cabinet members, visit the Connecticut's Kid Governor website on the screen. Or come see me after the presentation for one of my business cards. Now back to you, Cristiano. Thank you, Max. I hope you enjoyed learning about Paula and Max and their platforms. Now I'm going to tell you about my term as Kid Governor, including some of the people I've met and the places I've met. The Kid Governor program has connected me to so many amazing opportunities. One of my favorite events so far was the inauguration day at the Old State House, where I officially became Kid Governor. My cabinet members and I were sworn into office by Secretary of the State, Stephanie Thomas, and there were so many special guests from our state government. I also got to give my inaugural address in front of a room of more than 200 people, and a lot of classes watching online. I told Connecticut's 5th graders about my platform and how they could support it in their schools. My own classmates were invited to come to the inauguration day, and seeing them all in the front row during the ceremony filled me with such pride. They all supported me so much during the campaigning process, and I felt that this was a win for all of us. I know they all had a great time learning about the democratic process, and I'm sure the chance to get an extra field trip couldn't hurt either. My cabinet members' classes came too, and I got to meet all the students in my office. This is a brief video of me taking my official oath of office from Secretary of the State, Stephanie Thomas.
Cristiano, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the 5th graders and the students of Connecticut during your 1-year term and so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the Connecticut's Kid Governor to the best of your ability, so help you God? If so, please say I do. Yay! Please join me in welcoming the 2024 Kid Governor. It is now my honor to present you with the Kid Governor sash, the symbol of your office. And you should wear this sash proudly when you address your constituents, make public appearances, and participate in programs. So let's do it wrong. Congratulations.
It's been hard to pick favorites for my term because they've all been so important to me in their own ways. The next event was Take Your Child to the Library Day at the Southington Public Library. Here I was able to reconnect with some local leaders from my town, such as State Representative Chris Poulos, who was also present at my inauguration, along with State Senator Rob Sampson. I have felt so supported by these local leaders, and they have filled me with such confidence to work hard on my own campaign platform. At the same library I also had the honor to stand next to Lieutenant Governor Susan Basilich, another amazing Connecticut leader who supported me at my inauguration. There were a lot of kids and families that I was able to speak with about getting fit for fun. I was able to speak with about my Getting Fit for Fun platform. The library felt so powerful that day, and with the added superhero visitor such as Deadpool and Captain Marvel, it left me inspired to have the most impactful year as Kid Governor. Another one of my favorite memories was when I was interviewed by Mr. Eric Parker for a CT 23 show on WFSB. Being in a real news studio for the first time was left me speechless. It was amazing to see how the studio worked, and the professional feeling of the interview made it really clear that it was real, and I was really going to have my platform be heard in a big way. My interview aired on TV for kids and the public all across all of Connecticut to see. I mentioned Connecticut's old state house on the earlier slide because it is the home of the Connecticut's Kid Governor program. The old state house once held the office of the Governor of Connecticut in the 1800s, where the current Capitol building was built. Now the old state house is a museum. However, as the Kid Governor, my historic governor's office from the 1800s is my office where me and my cabinet meet. You can visit the old state house and take a tour to see the Kid Governor's office for yourself. Another cool thing that I get to do as Kid Governor is have my own blog. That is where my cabinet members and I write blog posts about what we have been working on with our platforms. You can read our blog at ctkgcristiano.blogspot.com. Before I answer some of your questions, I want you all to know that the statewide election for Connecticut's Kid Governor is coming up this November. Between November 4th and 12th, thousands of Connecticut's 5th graders will cast their votes and determine who will serve as our 2025 Kid Governor. If you are a 5th grader, a teacher, or a principal, make sure that your class is registered and to participate for the Kid Governor program in the upcoming election. It's free! If you aren't a student, a teacher, or a principal, you can still follow along with the excitement of ct.kidgovernor.org. You can watch the 7 finalists' campaign video online and watch the live announcement of the election results in mid-November. Now, I would like to ask Paula and Max to come back to the podium. Now that we have told you about our platforms and term in office, do you have any questions for us?
What was your favorite part about being Kid Governor?
My favorite part about being Kid Governor. Well, I liked everything, and this entire journey, not just with like the library circuit, but everything I've been doing as Kid Governor was fun. So it's hard to pick a favorite. But my favorite was probably when I actually got Kid. Like when it was announced. It was announced in our school cafeteria that I was Kid Governor. And like the thrill of like actually being like the Kid Governor now, and all of a sudden you're not, and you're just like, poof, like you're Kid Governor. Like it's just like an incredible feeling.
My favorite part of being a part of the Kid Governor program was learning about my fellow cabinet member and Cristiano's platform, and to see how they're all so different, but how we can find ways to connect them and to work together as a group and to support each other's platforms.
My favorite part of this journey is probably when we went to the state house or the state capitol of Connecticut, and we got to meet all these important people, and it was just a great experience. Anyone else?
What does it feel like?
What?
What does it feel like?
Does it feel like to be the Kid Governor? It's just like I said before, the last it's just like it's amazing. And if you guys want to have that chance to, if you want to like try to run for Kid Governor if you're in 5th grade, don't forget to visit my blog spot and the Kid Governor program, ct.kidgovernor.org.
Yeah, it feels great. It was definitely cool because it was something that a lot of people have never heard about, and it was cool because it was like a whole new opportunity. Going into 5th grade, I didn't really have on my mind that this was going to happen, and just like to be here is just an incredible feeling.
For me, it feels great, especially that I got to meet people from around the state that also ran and had the same experience as me. And I also have great opportunities, like to get better with speeches, meet new people, and have better manners.
I have a question. Several people in the audience are working on their Kid Governor research right now. What advice would you have for students at McAlister that are potential Kid Governors that might be your successor?
Well, the biggest thing I would say is just like anytime it might seem like hard and like to make that speech in the video, like just like never give up. Like, because me and my family members, we've come this far because we never gave up and never stopped working to make speeches and make appearances. And so, even though none of you are in the Kid Governor or the cabinet yet, still with your speeches and if possible the video, like just never give up on this job.
I would say just be you. Your platform, think of the difference that you want to make. What is something, if you could make any change in the world, what would it be? Wow, how do I say this? What would you do to make this world a better place? What is something that you know you're going to pour your soul into, that you're passionate about?
Kid Governor was hard to run for. It wasn't just like you sign up and you're in. It's hard to do. It's a big process. But once you get it, it feels amazing. And to add on what to Donna and Cristiano said, just find it in your heart. Whatever you want to do to make the world a better place.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How did you select who's going to be a part of your cabinet?
Never like I selected it. It was just in the finalists, because the Connecticut Democracy Center votes on who they want to be the 7 finalists. But it's still undetermined who's the Kid Governor and the other 6 cabinets. So after all the 7 people get picked, all the 5th graders in the state vote on who they want to be the 1 Kid Governor, and the other 6 finalists will be the cabinet. Yeah.
What made you want to run in the first place?
What made me want to run is, like the Kid Governor platform is all about like helping people in Connecticut. So what made me feel passionate about that was that I wanted that a lot of people in Connecticut are not staying like physically active enough. And when I realized that, I was like, oh wow, everyone should be like physically fit and active. So when I heard about this thing called Kid Governor, and I heard that you could do any platform you want, I was like, okay, this is cool. Maybe I should try to run for this Kid Governor thing and share about how I feel about people not staying fit and physically active enough.
What inspired me to want to participate in Kid Governor was, again, how it was a new experience. Also, how it really showcased kids and how we can have a really big voice and we can make so much change in our world. And I like how it really recognizes us kids for the change that we can make.
What made me want to run for Kid Governor is I noticed that internet safety is a big problem that gets overlooked very easily, and when that happens, it just hits me, and I realized that I should run for Kid Governor because I knew that internet safety was a big problem and it needed to be fixed. Anyone else? Right back.
How did it feel meeting Governor Lamont?
What?
How did it feel meeting Governor Lamont?
It felt really good to it felt amazing to just meet the actual governor of Connecticut. When we found out that we were going to the state capitol and we were going to actually meet in person some representatives, we were all like, wow, that's so cool because not everybody gets to just meet the actual governor of Connecticut and so many other amazing so many other amazing people. It's just not an ordinary thing that people do. So yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, Cristiano said, not a lot of kids or people get to meet the governor, and it almost made you value the experience more and to really take in the experience. So it was amazing to meet him.
It felt great to meet Governor Lamont. He was very nice and funny. It was cool to see him in real life, like you'd usually see him in commercials and all the things going on in Connecticut. And to get to see him in real life was a great opportunity. Anyone else? Thank you for your questions. Before we end today, I would like to tell you about a few interactive activities I have for you. As you know, my platform is getting fit for fun. Before you leave, I hope you will stop by to the information table and do one of my activities. First, you can make a physical activity cube. Take one of the templates and write down 5 of your favorite physical activities, one on each blank side of the cube. You can take the cube home with you, roll the cube once a day, and do the activity with the side facing up. Second, you can make a poster of your own that answers the question from my poster contest. What ways you and your family stay physically active? You can take your artwork home with you or leave it with me to share with my cabinet. If you do one of these activities and find me, I'll give you a fit point. I can't wait to hear your ideas for staying physically fit. Thank you again for being here today for my library circuit stop, and thank you to the McAlister Intermediate School Library for hosting us. I hope you will promote physical activity within kids in your local community. Now it's time to hit the ground running. Literally.